Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the man who weighs in at 174 pounds and hails from Hollywood, Florida. Being accompanied to the ring by Princess, he is a shooter, Hansen!
That's right, it's not Jimmy Gaga. Or is it? I hear Jimmy Gaga's music. I don't see Jimmy Gaga. The music has stopped. What in the world is this? Very creepy. Oh, now it's becoming more evident what's going on here.
I see.
Going back to the roots, if you will. And goodness gracious, would you look at Princess?
Look at Hansen.
She's almost a little too comfortable dressed up like that for my liking. Very serious face. Very serious. This is go time. T Phoenix for weeks has been saying that he will deliver JT Dunn to Legacy. Will it happen? We saw JT Dunn fresh out of the shower in a video posted last week on YouTube and Facebook. It said maybe he's just a little too busy. We're going to see. My goodness. Looking scarier than ever.
Heavily taped up leg. Hansen has had a hamstring injury for quite some time now. I wonder how that's going to affect his performance. I mean, we still don't know if JT Dunn is even here.
I think we're about to find out.
Well, there's his music.
And there's Vernon Somoza. It's like seeing a ghost.
Wearing his agency jacket. Very interesting.
He's got the microphone. This doesn't look good. I don't think he's here.
As he said, some of you know me, some of you don't, so allow me to introduce myself. I'm the agent to the stars, Vernon Somoza. And I'm Mr. John Hancock, Hansen, whatever you want to call yourself in there. We know each other very well. And you know, this last week at my offices, I received a whole lot of phone calls, tweets, emails about a certain subject. And now, it's fun to be here, it's great, but myself and the RWA, we have unfinished business with each other. And I want to close that chapter. But also, I represent a young man who's probably the hottest rising star in professional wrestling. You can say he's a bit of a knockout. He's the last survivor of the Dave Cole Dojo, and he's someone who I believe tonight wants to close this chapter as well. So, if you're not my personal privilege, I want to close this chapter, but we want to seal the business we have with you. Take this.
Okay, well, very interesting. I wants to seal the business that they have with Hansen.
So is he here? And there goes the agency jacket.
I don't understand what's happening. Hansen kind of pacing around the ring. I don't really know what to make of this.
I don't think anybody does.
Crowd kind of sitting in awe.
And I guess we'll see.
Introducing JP's opponent. He comes in at a weight of 175 pounds and hails from the Dave Cole Dojo. Here is the Juice, JT Dunn.
There he is.
T Phoenix delivered. I can't believe it.
Well, seeing is believing. Who thought you'd see this day? 2 years in the making. And the Juice, JT Dunn, returns to the RWA.
This is very, very interesting. I wonder what's going through Hansen's mind right now, not knowing if JT Dunn was going to show up. There was a lot of speculation on who Hansen was going to wrestle at Legacy this year. A lot of names were being thrown around. You see Hansen in the background clapping.
Well, that's a great sign of respect. There's no doubt there is respect between the two of these individuals. There was a falling out between RWA and JT Dunn 2 years ago. Things did not go down the way really anybody wanted to. And really what we're looking to do here is close the chapter, as Somoza says. Dunn is a up-and-coming rising star on the independent scene. Hansen, like the patriarch of this company. He is one of the co-founders. Him and T Phoenix started this company in 2007. He is the cornerstone of this company.
Well, this should be a very, very interesting matchup, regardless of what you may feel about Hansen or JT Dunn.
You mentioned Hansen's knee, leg heavily bandaged. The same goes for Dunn. He injured his hamstring less than a week ago at another local wrestling company. And both men toughing it out. There was, besides the question of Dunn appearing and actually doing this match, there was also the health in question. But both men toughing it out.
Hansen looking for a punch there after backing Dunn up into the corner. Very interesting. Both men kind of feeling each other out.
I somewhat expected that.
Oh, hello!
And I somewhat expected that also.
Well, welcome back to RWA, JT Dunn. Oh, Hansen asking for her back. There's a nice hard forearm from JT Dunn. Hansen shaking it off. I don't think so. Oh, and JT Dunn, very, very smart on his part. Hansen looking for another forearm. JT Dunn locks on the headlock. Hansen kind of fighting out of it now. Oh, beautiful, into a top wrist lock. Now, a lot of people have seen Hansen as Jimmy Gaga. And, you know, as much of a character as Jimmy Gaga was, a lot of people forget that JP Hansen was called the Shooter and knows his wrestling. There is no doubt about it. He knows holds and reversals that most people wouldn't even think about using. Kind of like that right there.
What it comes down to is, and I'm going to steal a line from a movie, Hansen is like an onion. He has many layers. This is just one more layer. Each layer has the ability to make you cry.
JT Dunn working back on the headlock now of Hansen. Oh!
I'd suggest that took Mr. Dunn by surprise right there. Going over some strategy with Somoza now. Circling it up once again.
Wow. Oh, and Dunn, very smart, going after the leg there.
That may have been the strategy him and Somoza just talked over moments ago.
You see Hansen trying to push the face away.
You got to question how much force is behind that, because he's really applying the pressure with his injured leg. Oh, a handful of hair, nothing pretty about that.
Well, I mean, when you're in a situation like that, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Oh, the vicious right hand, and looks like Hansen's going to roll out to shake it off. Dunn, head of steam, diving through the ropes. That came out of nowhere.
With an injured leg and all, very, very interesting.
He'll put his body on the line every time. He'll give people what they paid for, that's for sure. This is actually Dunn's third legacy. We all remember his 45-minute classic with Billy Ware at Legacy 2. And then just a year later at Legacy 3, it was a three-way dance between Billy Ware, JT Dunn, and Zach Alexander for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I don't know if you'd call it surprising, but this crowd very much split between Hansen and Dunn.
Well, I mean, a lot of people, JT Dunn has a lot of fans.
He really is a social networking tycoon.
This is a hard chop from Hansen. It's a really hard chop from Hansen. Hansen ripping off the elbow pad. Oh!
I'm pretty sure he just knocked his head out onto Sandy Lane here in Warwick.
Oh, JT Dunn pulling the hair. Hansen still has that rear chin lock applied. Not in very good position though. Really can't put a lot of body weight behind it. Now Hansen's getting back up to a knee. A little bit more of the body weight being put behind it. Oh, and there's a backbreaker.
Nicely executed backbreaker by Hansen. Stops Dunn right in his tracks. Just when you think he was going to escape, Hansen puts the brakes on. A handful of hair. That helped quite a bit.
Right back to that rear chin lock now. I think what Hansen's trying to do is take the air away from JT Dunn. He knows that the leg is hurt, but instead of attacking the leg, he goes for another body part because I'm sure that he figures that if he takes away something else, JT Dunn will be less likely to be able to continue to compete. JT Dunn looks like he has a standing Kimura on him. Hansen throwing some punches now to the rib cage. Drop toe hold by Dunn.
Certainly one way to free yourself.
Hooks him in a regal stretch. Very nice.
Yes, indeed. JT Dunn, not really known for his submission-style offense, but this is certainly effective. Hansen trying to get back to that vertical base. Couple of elbows, frees himself. Back elbow stops him right in his tracks, however.
Dunn has Hansen now. Steps through with the leg. Oh, what he's going for. Oh, beautiful maneuver. Really wrenching that arm up.
Got the arm in the hammerlock type position behind the back. And forcing the wrist upwards with his foot, really. You see a look of concern, I think, coming over the face of Dunn as Hansen begins to stand up now, taking a couple of swipes at the midsection.
Kicking away at that injured leg, coming off the... There's that bicycle kick right into the temple.
You can see that took a little out of Dunn and maybe hurt the hamstring a little. Concern, maybe a little bit of frustration starting to come into effect. I think he just signaled that it's over. We'll see what he has in store here. Been known to do the Tiger Bomb.
Looking for it here. Hansen reverses that brainbuster. Dunn fighting out of it.
Certainly Dunn had that well scouted.
Kick to the gut. Oh, Hansen signaling for the brainbuster again. Beautiful brainbuster. Hansen needs to pin him.
This has got to be it.
1, 2, oh! JT Dunn an eyelash away from being beat here at RWA Legacy. JT Dunn hitting the mat. It's like a surge of adrenaline just hit him after taking that brainbuster.
And
Hansen jumped all over him.
He sensed it. He knew it was coming. He wanted to stop him. And you see him, he's pounding away on the neck and the shoulders, the back of the head there, furthering the damage done by the brainbuster. Could we see one more?
One more, I think, might do it.
I'd have to agree with you, Mike. Locked.
Locked again. Oh, it's a palm strike to the liver. Baseball punch.
And Hansen not yet going down. He calls himself the Knockout Kid, and Hansen taking the best he's got.
Oh! And there's a forearm to the back of the head. Oh, there's a roaring forearm. Hansen goes down. Oh my God. Somebody might need to check on Hansen. He took a one forearm to the back of the head. That normally does it when JT Dunn hits people. And then he immediately took a roaring forearm to the back of the head. JT Dunn, the winner of this match.
Again, shows why he is one of the hottest up-and-comers here in the New England Independents and possibly all over the United States.
I mean, JT Dunn, certainly an incredible athlete.
With a very bright future ahead of himself.
In his prime, no doubt about it. You know, in 2010, when this match was supposed to happen originally, I feel that both men were really coming into their own, and unfortunately it didn't happen then.
heard the music. It's been 2 years since I've stepped foot in front of you people in one of these rings. It's not a boo-hoo situation. I honestly don't care if you hate me or you love me. I will not lose sleep at night. What I came here to do was to show a new breed of fans professional wrestling. For those of you who don't know who I am and still don't understand what I do after what just happened between myself and Mr. Jimmy Hansen, I am professional wrestler, the Juice, JT Dunn. This right here, this was something that was never, ever supposed to happen. I don't mean to be rude, but consider yourself lucky. Very lucky. Very lucky. When I left the RWA, it wasn't to leave and forget about where I came from. It was to leave so that I could achieve my dreams and my goals. And anybody in the back that wanted to come with me had an invitation. But a lot of them felt like this was home, and it was for me for a very long time. But I do not settle for anything that I know I can reach above on. So I came back to help ease his mind, to help ease my mind, so Violence and Mosa can sleep, and so you people, for the first time in RWA history, can see JT Dunn versus JP Hansen. And I'm not gonna hide stuff from the obvious. Hansen has a bandage up handy. I ripped my hamstring off 1 week ago, and I owed it to you guys. I owe it to him to be here today. Hey, I owe it to this man to come back and lay the damn foundation for something that I have built. So with all that being said, take it how you want it. I will let my actions now speak louder than any words I could ever recite. JP Hansen, thank you.
Whoa, never thought I'd see that. And Phoenix in the ring, he doesn't appear to be having it here. He's telling Dunn to hit Hansen.
I think Dunn has hit Hansen quite enough.
Certainly a different side of JT Dunn that some RWA fans may not be accustomed to. Hansen, Phoenix and Dunn actually go way back. What is Phoenix going to hit him? What's going on here? I don't know. Maybe Phoenix may be stuck in 2010 when the agency was running roughshod over everybody. Oh. And down goes Somoza. Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, T. Phoenix just got laid out with a roaring forearm. Oh, yeah, you might want to... I don't know if he's going to be able to eat chicken wings after that.
Dunn with his hand extended. There it is, and the base of this whole thing surrounded by respect. And at one time, Hansen, all he wanted was a hug from JT Dunn. He got the match he wanted, the hug, and maybe a little bit more. A great showing by both of these men. Well, tonight's main event, it's the cage match that we've all been waiting for between the Investment Antonio Atama and New England Hall of Famer Jose Perez. Let's take a look at the video provided by Mr. Atama, training video if you will. We're going to go to that right now.
Right now you're catching up with the investment Antonio Tama while he prepares for RWA Legacy July 6, 2012. See, I'm being put inside of a steel cage with Jose Perez, the New England Hall of Famer. So, what you're about to see right now is how the investment Antonio Tama trained when he captured the Junior Heavyweight Championship. How the investment Antonio Tama trained as he was getting ready for an Ironman match against the shooter JP Hansen. And you're about to see how the investment Antonio Tama is going to train after he beats Jose Perez at Legacy to go on and capture the Triple Crown title. What you just witnessed was the speed that's going to come into play in the steel cage match at RWA Legacy 5. What I want to know is, when was the last time you've seen Jose Perez run like that? More to tell. That was step one of the investments training. Step two is actually going to involve what I'm going to be surrounded by at RWA Legacy 5. Steel cage training right now. A little bit of endurance, a little bit of the speed, and a little bit of using your brain. July 6th, it's you and I, New England Hall of Famer. Just witnessed was one of the first-class trainings of the investment Antonio Tama. That's right. You bet your ass that the last two big matches that the investment had, these two guys had my back with the training competition. Yep. July 6th, it's you and I, Jose Perez, inside of a steel cage. And I guarantee you this isn't going to be a regular wrestling match. This day, July 6th, we're going to war.